and don't pretend you don't know who I am and then say I have a hot husband. Right. I don't like that.
Everybody's been talking about Todrick and kind of the fallout from that. Have you heard from him at all? Has anyone on the cast heard from Todrick?
I don't know if anyone on the cast have. Mm-hmm. I have not. I made it very clear kind of where I stand on that. I think I was never fake to him. I was always straightforward. And, a lot of people that didn't watch the live feeds are a little bit confused on what went down, but he went past playing the game. I understand it's a game and you should play it with your full heart and do what you got to do. And there's going to be alliance switches and all of that. But it's the things he said about a lot of us personally that weren't necessary. It was taking it too far. And, at the end of the finale, I didn't even go over because I can't be fake like that. That's not who I am. So I was like, I just make it clear that I drew my line in the sand right here.
Mm-hmm. Was there something that he said about you that really bothered you? Rubbed you the wrong way?
I mean, multiple things, but one of them was, when I first got into the house, he repeatedly said, I've never seen you on the show. Like, I don't know who you are. And great, you don't have to. Mm-hmm. But then the second that I left, he kept saying to everybody, well, she's got a rich, hot husband to go home to and blah, 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 and all of these things. And that was behind my back. But also, I'm grateful for the life that I have and all of those things. But don't hold it against me and don't pretend you don't know who I am and then say I have a hot husband. I don't like that. And then to my face, ultimately, there was something that happened in the house and we had a conversation. It was shown on the lives and he tried to really turn it around on the other people about how they were feeling and, something between Ton Bridges and I, like all of these things that just weren't true. Mm-hmm. And when I talked to them, when I got out of the house, they were like, that absolutely didn't happen. He was the one that came to us and said those things. So there was a lot of drama in the house prior to us going live and he just really fed into it and in a very toxic way.
Yeah. I mean, there were rumors that he was really upset after the finale. Did you see that as well?
Well, after the finale, if you weren't in the top 3 or winning America's Favorite House Guest, then you just left. But they stayed and did press. So we never, after we took our final pictures, like we were out. We were at Lance Bass's after parties. That's all I know.
Sounds like the place that you want to be. But I know that he hasn't spoken out, like he didn't do interviews and things like that. Do you think that's fair?
I think probably sometimes it's better just to reflect and get yourself to a place where you know how you're going to speak on it. I think he probably needed to watch and figure out. I think a lot of the times he forgot some of the things that he said and did. I don't know. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that hopefully he is going to see some of the things and realize he made some mistakes. That being said, he personally hasn't reached out to me and apologized for anything.
Yeah. Do you think that he should, or do you think that he's going to recognize his mistakes?
I don't know. And I don't care about him personally apologizing to me. There's people that he said way worse things about that I think they're a priority. But, it does. When I went into the house, I was warned about him from someone and I still trusted that he was going to be okay because he was so lovely to me. And I was like, oh, maybe they saw a different, And ultimately, I probably should have listened to them.
Right. Do you think that he was surprised by the backlash that he got following the show? Like once probably.
Yeah, I think he thought he was crushing it. Mm-hmm. You could tell in his confessionals. You could tell when he was preparing his, winner speech, all of those types of things. And I think ultimately he knew the game so well. I mean, he had like previous cast staying at his house. I mean,
yes. He was studying up.
He knew.
Yeah.
It wasn't like us where we're in quarantine trying to watch and figure out what the heck we're doing.